We often get the question, what do the best invoice factoring companies have in common? Which certainly is a good question. Jason, care to elaborate a little bit on that?
Sure. I will start off by saying one thing that they don't have is a Greg Salomon. There's only one Greg.
Yeah.
But honestly, companies that approach these relationships as relationships and are looking out for the best interest of the client and not only structuring their contracts that way, but structuring their service levels and how they really approach the relationship. I guess one of the easy ways to define it is, do they look at this as a transaction or as a relationship? And the better finance companies, factoring companies, like any other kind of business, the ones that approach it as a relationship and care about what's going on with the client, those are the ones that you really want to focus on and that provide a better experience for the client over the long term.
So being very much more customer centric versus, I guess, finance company centric.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that unfortunately too often many people want to just do a loan, do a factoring agreement, do an invoice financing for the sake of the company itself, primary funding, versus for the sake of the customer. And I think that involves more of a relationship and advice and ability to really work together to get them to their common goal, which is at some point to be graduated onto a more traditional type of a bank product.
So another way to say it is, what is the goal of the finance company? And it's not only to put money out there. We want to have money out there that's working. We need to be able to provide financing so that our company makes money. But part of the goal is to help the companies that we are providing financing for so that they achieve their goals. That's one of our goals.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to kind of end this segment by saying we absolutely need to stay goal focused for that company, where they're going, not just booking the deal for the sense of that, but actually having their best interests and growing that relationship along the way. So it's not just financing, and it's a lot more than just money. I'm Greg Salomon, Executive Vice President, Primary Funding.
I'm Jason Severson, President of Primary Funding.